Stitch Pink, blocks 10, 11, and 12. You'll need a pencil and paper because for block number 11, I have some corrections. Okay, so the first one, block number 10, I thought it was pretty straightforward. I didn't really see any suggestions or anything new I could help you with. Just again, pay attention to your half square triangles. Look twice, lay it out, look again, compare your pictures. I found these pictures are very, very clear and concise. And my trouble with these kind of blocks is I always get them going the wrong way. You gotta rip out, that's annoying. So just pay attention to that, pay attention to your colors and that sort of thing. Okay, and then now moving on to block number 11, and this is where I have a correction for you. If you look at if you look carefully at the block, they have two different fabrics for A. If you look in the upper left here.
Right.
Okay, so it tells you that you're gonna cut 17 from your color number 82, and that's correct. And it tells you to cut 6 of 328. 6 will not give you enough. You need to cut 8.
Okay.
Okay, so that's if you want to do it their traditional cut all the little squares method of doing it. Now, I like shortcuts. I like simple. What I'm going to suggest is that you strip cut these,
Okay.
provided that you have enough fabric, which you should have ample. Now, the other thing that I'm going to give you some numbers for, that's a lot of squares to cut. So if you want to strip piece this, which is cut a strip of fabric, and you're going to make a strip set, so
to make the 4 patch,
yes,
9
the
patch.
the 9 patches.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest doing is cut 1 3/4 by 5 1/2.
On A,
Yes,
on A and B.
yes. What you're gonna do
1 3/4 by 5
by 5 1/2.
by 5 1/2 strip.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 2 sets
Uh-huh.
of A-1, which is the, where do we go?
2 sets of A-A1.
Yeah, and then you're gonna add a B and an A-2. So what you're gonna, it's gonna look like a rail fence,
Right,
okay?
right.
The reason you're gonna cut 5 1/2 is if you take 1 3/4 times 3, you get 5 1/4.
Oh, I knew that off the top of my head.
I did the math on a calculator, okay? So anyway, 5 1/4, and when you're cutting, I like about a 1/4 inch extra. So if you cut it 5 1/2, you sew those together just as you would a rail fence. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna do 2 strip sets of that, and 1 set of B, A1, B, same sizes.
B, A1, B. Okay, so 2 sets of A1.
B and A2.
2 sets of A1, B, and A2.
Correct.
And then, how many sets of
And then just 1 set of the B,
B, A1,
and
B?
B. Yes.
Gotcha, okay, all right.
So the B's only need 1 set, is what you're saying?
Yes. And then for the center of the block, okay, so see in the middle here? You're gonna do 1 set of A1, B, A1, because that center block only has the 1 A color in it,
Oh, I see. Got it.
where the 4 outside corner ones have the other. And just if you wanna put on your notes, the 17 that it tells you to cut, that's your A1.
Right,
And then the A2 is the amount with is color number 328. And it's strictly up to you, it's whichever way you prefer. But I'm kind of about strip piecing, and for me, they come out a little bit easier
right.
and more precise
Right.
than the individual
Yeah,
squares.
because it's so tiny.
Right,
Yeah.
right, especially with these being so little. So, okay, so does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. And then moving on to the house block. I love house blocks. I love house quilts. You can change them up and do all kinds of fun things with them. This one I made it was really straightforward, easy. I don't have any suggestions or corrections for it.
Okay,
But it might be a block that you wanna use later on. If you find a fussy cut, flowers in the window,
Yeah.
little curtains,
Mhm.
use a wood grain for your door.
Mhm.
You can have all kinds of fun with it. I could make house quilts all day long.
Mhm.
They're a lot of fun.
My
So
daughter's
that's
doing
it, that's all I have.
Okay.
Do you have any questions? Okay. Oh, and you might wanna look at your pieces, see which out of the 3 blocks, cut your largest pieces first, and, you know.
okay,
But you should still, like, for the corrections on number 11, you should still have plenty of fabric, and you should still have enough to do the strip piece method, which, like I said, it's a little bit faster, a little bit more precise.
Yeah.